And it's me, Jeffery E Petrone, doing a bit of a video to celebrate reaching 300 subscribers. I know I should be a little bit over this one time unless some catastrophe happened, and it turns out I'm a horrible person, which I am, and you've all unsubscribed from me at that point. But until that happens, here's a road trip. Anyway, so I will be going on a bit of a road trip from the great state of New Jersey, from an undisclosed location, all the way to the bluegrass state of Kentucky, stopping in Lexington, followed by Louisville, then driving all the way out to Kansas City, a little place near Kansas City. I believe it's a suburb of Kansas City, called Overland Park on the Kansas side. And if you can see it, this poster right over there comes from a few friends of mine out there who run a channel called Geekvolution. So I'll be doing some things with them, just sort of hanging out. And from there, I'll be driving all the way down to Waco, Texas, through Oklahoma, the Merle Haggard Turnpike State. Also the state that houses Phil Oak's gold lame jacket, which I will one day steal, but we'll get into that in a later video. In Waco, Texas, I will be stopping at I would even say legendary, Balcones Distillery, which really stands apart in the world of Texas whiskey, which in itself is becoming, I would say, a giant category, which in a few years might just sweep into the industry. Not in a way where it would take over like bourbon, but I really do think Texas whiskey is going to become a thing in the next few years, especially with the emergence of the Texas Whiskey Association and the Texas Whiskey Trail. But Balcones to me is my gateway into Texas whiskey, and I do like other varieties of Texas whiskey. I'm blanking on the names, but I've had things by Treaty Oak, the Ghost Hill, I believe. I've had, I believe, something by Andalusia, cannot remember it. I've had Garrison Brothers, they're just normal bourbon. And I've even recently picked up the Iron Root Republic Harbinger, which is a just about, but not technically, cask strength edition of their bourbon. And yeah, but of all the varieties of Texas whiskey, including the Crowded Barrel Whiskey Company, the one that I happen to like the most is Balcones, particularly their French oak variation of their single malt, the Farouk, but not going to be able to get that. But I am going to try and get my hands on either their pot still bourbon that just came out recently, or either their single malt finished in port or sherry casks, which have these very nice but difficult for me to pronounce names. And yeah, those are bottled at cask strength. Speaking of cask strength, I'm going to try and at some point following my trip to Waco, I will be going into Austin. Hopefully I will run into the Cinnamon Grizzly himself, Joshua Galladay. I think that's his name. And hopefully I can get him on camera, but, you know, this will probably be condensed into one thing or a few parts, but, you know, I'm just going to keep stuttering my way across the country. And of course, from Austin, Texas, I'm going to have to drive all the way back here. Lots of adventures on the way, probably going to stop at least Waterloo Records. You know, there's a lot of great barbecue places that I'm definitely going to try out. And yeah, won't you join me on my whiskey journey? Suck it, Brad. Although not really. Yeah, that's about it. Cue B-shot. B-roll? Cue me rambling in West Virginia or something like that. Yeah. The magical world of B-roll footage. Finally on the road. Not even sure if my audio is getting picked up because I'm using a stupid Bluetooth. As you can see, listening to a song, or was listening to a song by the Alabama Shakes. Hold on. And we're just about exiting New Jersey. We'll be entering Pennsylvania. And from there, it is basically going to be a crapshoot between, is it Pennsylvania, then Delaware? Or, we don't go through Maryland at all, do we?
No, just Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, Delaware, West Virginia, and that's probably where we're gonna stop tonight for night one of Jeffrey's stupid trip, as documented in his 300 subscriber video. I hit 300 subscribers today.
Woo-hoo.
I know, right? Well, see ya at the next shot, Jeffrey. So, slight correction from what I just said, although it's been several hours since I actually said that incorrectly. We did not drive through Delaware at all. It was actually just Maryland. We drove through Maryland into West Virginia, which is where I currently am now as a wrap-up to night one. No whiskey so far. I am shaking the desk somewhat violently, not because of the lack of whiskey, but because it's a pretty cheap desk. I am in Morgantown, West Virginia, which is exactly how I planned out this trip. Stopping in Morgantown. I don't know why. Just picked it out on a map. Seems a pretty good distance between New Jersey and Lexington, Kentucky. So tomorrow we'll be headed towards Lexington, stopping at OPC, probably getting some footage there if possible. Moving on to Louisville, maybe getting some footage out Against the Grain. Who's to say? But having lots of really nice drams along the way. So, look forward to that. Okay, so just driving through West Virginia, almost near Kentucky, almost near, let's see what this sign says. I believe it's Charleston, and it's Charleston! Best at road trip. That would be me, your host, Jeffery E Petrone. So yeah, look at this. No cuts, no angles. The 2,000-minute long video. Wait, no, that wasn't Charleston. Damn it. Well, here's some nice stuff to compensate for that. Really, it's a visual medium. But besides being a visual medium, it's also a visual medium with audio. You know, this is the first time on camera. Just look at your driving. Yeah, so good, so fresh, so clean. Glad I brought my cheap tripod for this. Yeah, otherwise it wouldn't be stable. Oh wait, no, it isn't. So yeah, next time you see me in like seconds, I will have magically transformed all the way into a Power Ranger or something. I really don't know anymore. Bye, yeah. Bum. Oh, they're my cool glasses. The big boy. The pit stop. Wowee. Good times ahead.
Leaving Liquor Barn.
Not like that. Like a
Okay.
normal person. So, just got done at Liquor Barn, as you can probably tell. Short wee bit of a clip. And picked some things up that I think will be very interesting. Probably will do some kind of stream after all this is done, or even a like a wrap up coda type video at the end, or something. I hate this car. Dare I say it? But we've arrived at the mother kitchen. I'm hungry. Very, very hungry. First meal all day.
Unless you go out, take and get on an award.
Will it? Or won't it? You know, we're filming this video with the power of wind. Don't run away from the camera. What do you got in the back, ma'am? What do you got in the... But see, now we have footage of you looking around like a 5-year-old.
Hot sauce for Dad.
Okay, so we went to Willett and now Heaven Hill and picked up a few things. The Willett 4-year-old rye and a larceny barrel proof. And currently we're parking on Heaven Hill. You can look at all of you can see the miles and miles, it looks like, of brick houses. And you can see me looking like an asshole in parking. Ended up getting barbecue from Feast Barbecue in Louisville, Kentucky, which is where I currently am right now. And this kind of concludes, this concludes what I would consider the first real leg of this ill-advised vanity tour. And tomorrow we head out, after probably some dilly-dallying, to the great state of Kansas. So, more video to follow, but part 1 of this journey ends right here. But seriously, I hope you guys and girls and whoever's watching this enjoyed the video, or not. And remember to, of course, subscribe and dislike this video as fast as humanly possible. Yeah, I've been Jeffery E Petrone. See ya for part 2. Coming soon.